the day. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Looking to throw on second down. Rich. Same target. It's Jacobs again. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Back to throw. Rich. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Rich. And a quick throw here that's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rich. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll run on 1st down. It's Stanley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Rich. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And they'll be led out by their 6-year quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
He certainly is.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Off play action. Rich. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rich. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
first down. Stanley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Operating from the gun. Rich got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Stanley, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Rich dancing to his left. And he slides to a halt inside the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Operating from the gun. Rich. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Raymond over the puts it on the carpet. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get down.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And here's a handoff out of the gun. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 71 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Operating from the gun. Raymond. That is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Raymond. He finds his man. Complete. That's Ford. And they'll get this down to the 10. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Raymond. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are back within a score. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Now the try here for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. He juked him. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Pass incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Raymond. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Back to throw. Raymond. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Falcons ready to take over.
And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw on 2nd down. Rich, caught by Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Rich.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Rich over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st down, Rich. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30 here, 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Raymond. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down. Raymond. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Off the play fake. Rich. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Rich. Throw left side complete. That's Stanley. And he'll be brought down at the 27. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. It's Stanley. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They're behind in the 1st half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Raymond. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a handoff running through the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
On 1st and 10, Raymond into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Stanley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. On 2nd down, It's Stanley, and the Falcons are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. Looking to throw. Rich. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Up the middle they go. It's Stanley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw. Raymond. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the gun on 3rd down, Raymond. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta now coming out on the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rich. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. On 3rd down, Stanley. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good size run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin with a matchup we don't see too often. New Orleans on the road in Cincinnati. And it's the Saints who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. The Saints trying to hold on and claim victory. Next, we'll stay in the AFC North, and we'll stay in Ohio as well, as we check on the other team in the Buckeye State, the Cleveland Browns. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. The Browns locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. The Patriots trying to finish that one off and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the 2nd half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ford.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down. Raymond, flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Raymond. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Throwing to start the drive. Rich. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it. A touchdown for the Panthers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after here coming up. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stanley. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Rich throwing quickly here, and he's got Jacobs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun. Rich, and that'll be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Rich. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rich, and he fires one, but incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Raymond firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Raymond got his man complete over the middle. It's Kelly. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Raymond. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Panthers 1st down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Looking to throw. Raymond. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak,
at
come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores 3 times.
Filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Play action. Rich. He hits Jacobs here on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rich. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd down at 7. Back to throw. Raymond looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. From the gun on 3rd down. Raymond over the middle, complete. It's Kelly. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Raymond. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Ford. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Panthers first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.